but unlike Baby Rania, they all seem to be really good friends.
Quick disclaimer, everything in this video has not been pulled out my ass and I actually did research. Most of this information is alleged. Please don't sue me.
Hello friends, today I got a better text-to-speech voice LOL. Anyway, this video might be a longer video. Today, we will be talking about the infamous group. Yes, I said infamous because this group has gone through literally every horrible thing a K-pop group can go through. Anyway, we will be talking about BLACKSWAN, also known as BP Rania or just Rania, is a South Korean girl group formed by DR Entertainment that debuted on October 16, 2020 with the full album Goodbye Rania. The group currently consists of 4 members, Young-Heen, Fatu, Judy and Larissa. Larissa is also known as Leia. Most of you might actually know BLACKSWAN BP Rania because they had 2 of the first black non-Asian members. You may also know them for breaking the record for the group with the most lineup changes. I didn't actually know that was a record LMAO. Let's just get straight to the issue. The company is literally broke. There is no actual explanation to why they are so broke, but I believe that it is because they spent so much money on Rania and BP Rania. Anyway, they are so broke that they couldn't even make a new group and had to rebrand BP Rania. But they could once make another group. For further information, I recommend checking these 2 videos. Anyway, back to the point, the company is so silent. There was once a time where the company would add random people to the group and only after 4 months they identified the members. You guys might actually wonder, why is the group called BP Rania? Is it an abbreviation for Blackpink? The BP actually stands for Black Pearl, in reference to the black members' darker skin tone. Which is where the second issue starts. DR Entertainment finally announced that Rania would make their next comeback on November 6, 2015 with the lead track, Demonstrate, which will feature a new member named Alexandra Reed. What made her so special was that she was African American. The group would also rebrand as BP Rania. This is where the group reached its peak. Of course it reached its peak because she was the first black K-pop idol. This issue is literally so sad. She always seemed as a backup dancer. She always wore different outfits and barely participated in group activities. But for their B-side track, Make Me Up, from their Min album, Fire, Alex was actually treated like an actual member and was in the choreography. I can happily say that after that, it wouldn't be the last time she was treated like an actual member. But not long after, to being treated like a backup dancer. Also, did I mention that Alex barely knew Korean and had a huge language barrier with her members and the company didn't even bother to teach her any Korean?
How did you communicate with the girls and your company?
Back then it was I knew no Korean when I first got there, so I was hustling, trying with everything within me to learn as fast as possible. And then one girl in the group was actually good at English.
Oh, okay.
So she would help me out all the time, and I thank her so much for that because I didn't have a translator and I didn't know what was going on half the time.
Why didn't they put you a translator?
Remember how I mentioned how their company was so broke that they couldn't make another group? I hope you kept that in mind. Instead of making other groups, they had over 20 lineup changes. One of the ones that grabbed my attention was Namfan's disappearance. Don't worry, she didn't die or anything. Namfan was a Thai member in the group. She had visa issues, but to put it truly, the visa didn't exist. So she could only enter Korea as a tourist, but the rules are very restricted. You cannot work a paying job, and that really makes me wonder, was what DR Music was doing even legal? Anyway, she could only be in the country for 90 days until she could go back to Thailand for 5 days. The company did not pay for her tickets. The problem is, the company planned group activities while she was still in Thailand. Although she wasn't as badly treated as Alex, she was still badly treated. Namfan left without any permission or letting anyone be aware. Back to Alex, she left the group and the company said that she did not leave due to racism. But Alex said she left due to racism and more.
Did you ultimately leave Rania?
It's funny, I think people all think I got kicked out.
I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I think everyone thinks I got kicked out, but that's okay because I don't care, I did actually leave, and it's because there was a point where everything had hit the fan in a big way. Things were so stressful. I just felt like it wasn't a healthy situation for me anymore. It became why am I sacrificing my own happiness just to prove that I could that I can handle it. So I just decided to walk away. It was just like a series of things leading up, and then it was like, you know what, this is not a situation that is safe for me.
In June 2020, it had been announced that BP Rania would be rebranding as BLACKSWAN with 5 more members: Haim, Yeonheen, Fatu, Judy and Leia. As most of you know, Fatu is also a black K-pop idol. But unlike Alex, Fatu is being treated as fairly as other members. So far, they seem to be doing good. However, the good fortune did not last for long. Haim was involved in a scamming scandal. The company filed a lawsuit against the person who started the accusation. Not long after Haim's contracts expired and she did not re-sign it, obviously leading her to leaving the group. Not so long ago, Fatu and Leia were involved in a bullying scandal. Leia was the bully, but DR didn't even bother to kick Leia out and used an excuse I forgot about. Anyway, you can check out this video for further information. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed and realize that this company is horrible. Bye.